everyone, welcome to Weekend Box Office News, where it looks like finally some good news for Marvel's box office. Looks like Guardian of the Galaxy. This movie did receive, I guess, a good word of mouth because this movie dropped only 49% at the domestic market. Looks like this movie did grab 62.6 on its second weekend. I bet that Disney gotta be happy about this news because at least it didn't drop like other movie, especially some of this movie, Thor, Love and Thunder, Ant-Man and the Wasp, they've been dropping huge at the second weekend at the domestic market. So I bet they're gonna be happy with this. But same time, is that means this movie is a hit? No, not yet, because this movie did estimated, if I'm not wrong, cost to make $250 million, and so far it has collected, like as of today, like the domestic, this movie, it is sitting on $213 million, and the international, which is low if someone asks me, as of this weekend, is because it's hard to make money at the international, like it's not like domestic market, it's a little bit different. So it looks like international, it like it reached $262 million, and as of this week it's sitting on $475 million at the worldwide market. For reason for me to not impressed with this number is, first of all, this movie didn't open to huge opening weekend number like other MCU movie. So a lot of people who heard about this movie or heard it's coming out, they didn't go on opening weekend because of the MCU brand, all these things, people are not trusting the brand or something like that, people are saying. And also this movie, there is a saying going on, animal cruelty, which I did find it was hard for me to watch when I was watching it. All this animal is being tortured. I didn't like it personally. It didn't bother to many people, so but it did bother to some people because this movie, while it isn't sitting huge overall, I feel like at this point maybe it will do around 600 to 700, which is also seems a little bit impossible since next week this small movie named First Act is coming out, if I'm not wrong. I think it's coming out next weekend or maybe week after. So it doesn't have a lot of time to do even more business at the box office. But one thing for sure, this movie's word of mouth was really high. Otherwise, I don't think, because all the other MCU movie been dropping on second weekend huge. 68 million, it was I think the highest one. Thor Ragnarok, Thor Love and Thunder, that movie had a huge drop for second weekend. I did not like that movie at all. Of course, Ant-Man and the Wasp and many other movies, they all had huge second weekend drop. But once again, I do want to say they did have a huge opening, so there is a difference between this number and those number, I'm gonna say, because this movie only opened to 115, and I don't think people are that excited to see this. People who are excited, I guess they went and saw that, and that is why this movie's, although I don't know if it can cross $300 million, the domestic, and I don't think it is a huge hit or anything like that. But for now, James Gunn, he can be happy that it isn't a huge flop like other MCU movie has been. You know what I mean? And that's why I think it was a positive weekend for Marvel for a change. So that is good because I'm a huge fan of Marvel universe. Although this one was okay for me. I didn't like it as much as other people, but it wasn't bad either for me. And that's my thought on this weekend box office. Let me know in the comment, what do you think about this weekend box office news? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget my other videos on other topics. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.